was a typical, first day of practice. I thought our players were eager. I thought you could feel the energy, but we have a lot of work to do. And it's been 105 days since Tennessee has played football. And I think it showed a little bit. But on top of it, and I didn't bring it up in my press conference before, is we're taking the approach this football team is down 15 practices. It's 8 of our 12 opponents that we play next year, they had those extra 15 practices with bowl practice. So, every single rep counts, every practice counts, but I liked our energy. But again, now we have to come back, we have to improve on today, and we have to have an even better practice on Tuesday.
Were you satisfied with the way guys got in and out of drills and how the pace of practice? Were you satisfied with that?
I was. I thought our players really tried. They looked like they had practiced before where to go. I thought the practice was efficient, so I was really pleased that way. I think our assistant coaches have done a great job of preparing our players, but again, we have to be able to throw the ball better, obviously pitch and catch, and just the small details, and you can only do so much in helmets, and we do. We have a lot of work to do.
Coach, what may have stood out to you from a positive standpoint after just one day out there? It's obviously not intense.
Well, I like the way our players have embraced our coaching. I like the way they've embraced our expectations for practice and taking the field and body position. I like the way they coached each other. That's what I look at is, teams that have great leadership, they coach each other. They coach each other on every rep, and I saw that, and we can still work to improve that. But, I like the coming of the team. It's just, again, we have to improve our skill set in every possible element of their game. Well, we have a lot of work to do, and everything in a throw game is rhythm and spacing and timing. And, this is the first time we've seen them throw the ball. And so I liked a lot of things that they did, but we were late a little bit in our progressions. And obviously everything will be accelerated when the pads come on. But again, they're students of the game. And, the big thing is it's not where you start, it's where you finish. Practice only one is a gauge, it's a barometer, it's where we're starting. And again, now is where we're going to find where each player, improves individually, and that's going to be key. And I'll know a little bit more each and every time we step off the practice field when I'm able to evaluate the film from practice. Well, I think he's work in progress, just like everyone. Like I said, it's been 105 days since we've played football. But you know what? He's bought in. He's done a great job. He's bringing leadership. He's taken coaching. He's extremely explosive. He's quick. He's gotten stronger in the weight room. So I've been really pleased with his efforts. Exactly. This is a speed league, but also you have to be able to stop the run. And like I said, he's improved his strength levels, which is great. But again, he adds more athleticism to our defense as well. Yeah, it's done on purpose, and we're a family, and we expect them to know everyone's names, and us as coaches need to know their names. So, we came out here, and a lot of times in coaching changes, you see the name on the front or the back of the helmets. We know our players, and that's been a standard and expectation in our program. We do. We take name tests just like our players take name tests, and that's big, and that's part of really getting to know our players. They do. There's something about knowing an individual's name, and it knows that you care. And if we're going to be a family, if we're going to be a team that's bonded by chemistry, that's important.
Who scores the highest on the name test so far? Which one of your assistants has been?
You know what? Probably you could come to probably take a guess, Mike Bajakian. So Coach Jake has done the best, but they've all done a pretty good job. Well, it is early, but again, we see a level of athleticism. We see an element of speed, the ability to rush the passer, where he has to continue to improve is his first 3 steps off the football. He has to be able to help us gain an edge presence to our defense. Well, he's going to be critical. And the big thing is football endurance. Is the ability, can he stay in the game, and endure 7, 8, 9 play drive, which we want, the way we want to perform in running to the football. A level of mental toughness. And I tell you what, he's kind of quiet. I call him the big Grizz, but he does a great job. He's taken coaching. And I think just his overall endurance level, the ability to play with controlled recklessness up front, of maintaining his gap, rushing the passer, and being able to play, like I said, for an extended number of plays in a series. Well, it helps because obviously their maturity level, they've been through so many changes, but they have to do a good job of bringing the younger players with them and really mentoring them and really kind of helping them out, and they've done a great job of that to date.
Which is the competitive aspect you talked about yesterday, and pluses and minuses on drills. Is that something that coaches were doing out there as they speak, or are they going to look back on film and say?
We'll go back and we'll evaluate the film, and everything we do is graded. So, that'll be a point where we'll come in and watch the film tonight and into tomorrow, and then it's basically a pass or fail grade that everyone will get. Well, I think the overall ability to take care of the football. That's first and foremost. They're the caretaker of the football. A command presence in everything that we do. The alpha male. The individual who has enough poise to slow things down, make sure we're in the right formation, a confidence level, and this the ability to execute and run our offense, manage the game, understand situational football. There's so much that goes into it. Split-second decisions, and that's why you'll see a lot of team elements this spring. That's great. I think the excitement, they are the program, and you look at all the great players coming back, and we tell our players this all the time, is the logo never comes off. And, so when a Jamal Lewis shows up and a Leonard Little, and, I could go on and on, Coach Majors, that's important. That's us. We are Tennessee. We're one of the most storied programs in the country, and that's the way it should be. And it's great, to see our former players come back and be a part of it. Yeah, every practice we review, and it's called Who's in Town Next. And Antone Davis does a tremendous job, our Evolve for Life coordinator. We kind of review all the former players coming back. And, one of the other things we're doing this spring is every individual has to know the great players who've worn their number in the past. Again, the past is part of what we have. The tradition is part of what makes our place special. Absolutely. It's a pride of who we are, but they've gained tremendous respect by our players coming into this program and our coaches. They're great people, and they bleed Tennessee, and that's the way it should be. They have affinity for this place, and it shows in their passion, in the way they lead our players, and the way they sell our football program. Good. Thank you.